It was always hot in my grandparents' house. And I'm not talking, I should have worn short sleeves hot. No, it was more like it's August in Ethiopia hot. Growing up, I remember sitting in their living room, sweating, and trying to figure out my relation to these people who not only didn't seem to share my same environmental needs, but who also had reached an age I could barely comprehend. But my grandparents firmly believed in the 3 F's of life: family, faith, and food. So, every Sunday for 29 years, I bore the heat and religiously showed up for dinner.
The very day I turned 14, my father put me on a boat. In my pocket, he stuffed 200 lira and the address of a cousin in a place called Hoboken, New Jersey. The only advice my father gave me? Tango familia. Now, if you just said that in English, it would be, well, I support a family. But in Italian, it means more. Much more. I am a man. I am doing well for my woman and my children. I have a reason for being alive.
Tango familia.
I arrived to learn that my cousins had left Hoboken for a faraway land called Brooklyn. So, for 6 weeks I lived underneath the pier off the Hudson River, spending every minute of every day trying to figure out a way to earn enough money to get back home.
I was the middle sister of 7 girls, and Frank was the first man, no, the first person to ever notice me. He was making $1 a day as a carpenter's apprentice, and I thought that was a fortune. He promised that if I married him, he'd become a fine carpenter and build for me, an entire house. And he did. He became a wonderful carpenter, and he built for me this beautiful home.
My grandmother, Ada, never made it through grammar school, never even learned how to drive a car. But lock her in a kitchen with a tomato, pasta dough, and garlic, the woman was Einstein. By my 29th birthday, my parents had moved to Florida, and my sister Melissa to San Diego. Before she left, Melissa told me that the best thing about being an American is you could stay in the country and still move 2,000 miles away from your family. I stayed near my grandparents. Each Sunday, I rode a bus in from the city. But one Thursday, something happened to me. And what I had to tell them couldn't wait. Hey, Gramps. Hi, Nanny.
Nick, your grandmother's going to tell you to do something for her. Refuse.
Nicholas! Oh, you have to do something for me. But first, you hungry?
No, Nana, I just ate and I can't stay long. Like I said on the phone, I've just got to make this announcement.
He has no time to do you any favors, Ada.
What did you have for dinner?
Chinese food.
Chinese?
Nana.
You're telling me that's food?
Well, the people eating it seem to think so, yes.
30 years ago, I had dinner at a Chinese restaurant. To this day, I have no idea what I ate. I'll make you food.
Nan, I'm full.
Fine, I'll make you a sandwich.
Nan.
You look hungry.
How? Tell me exactly how do I look hungry?
Oh, you're breaking my heart, Nicholas.
All right. A small sandwich.
What do you want on it?
I don't care.
Well, how about provolone and ham?
Perfect.
Good. Nicholas, I'll make you a provolone and ham sandwich. You tell your grandfather he can't drive no more.
Don't listen
What?
to him, Nick.
2 days ago in the Grand Union parking lot, he puts the car in reverse and goes forward.
I thought it was in reverse. I put it in second.
Right into a Japanese car. Thank God no one was killed.
I barely bended the finger.
2 weeks ago at the 7-Eleven, he needs to step on the brake. He steps on the gas pedal.
We go very fast. We're about 2 feet.
Right into a Japanese car. Thank God no one was killed.
Look, Cramps, we've talked about this. You shouldn't be driving anymore.
You're telling me what to do. I used to change your diapers.
You've told me. I appreciate it.
He never changed your diapers.
Look, Cramps, it's just too dangerous with you behind the wheel.
I get in the car with him. I scream the entire way.
She's a real pleasure to drive.
All right, Nan, why don't you make the sandwich? I'll talk to him. And could you turn on the air conditioner? It's sweltering in here.
That's crazy. It's only June.
But it's hot.
The air conditioner doesn't go on until the 4th of July.
I'll open the window. You listen to your grandson.
Gramps, come on. You know something terrible could happen.
I have to drive your grandmother to the store.
She can walk, take the bus,
I only go close by, that's all.
and you still get into accidents.
So what are you saying? I'm too old to drive?
Your reflexes are just getting a little slow.
I'm out of provolone, cheddar or Munster.
Whatever, Nan.
I want to make it the way you like it.
How can you make it the way I like it? I don't even want it.
Don't talk fresh. Cheddar or Munster?
Cheddar.
You sure?
Absolutely. 100% I want cheddar, Nan.
But I got such a nice Munster.
This is the woman you're listening to, so I can't drive.
All right, Nan. Munster. I want Munster.
I thought so.
Look, Gramps, I just don't want to get a phone call saying you hurt yourself. Or Nan, or someone else.
My first car, 1941 DeSoto, now cost $53 more than I could possibly spend. Once I laid eyes on all chrome wheels, black leather inside, oh, dashboard, that was the most beautiful sight I ever saw. Bellissima. I worked 3 months night shoveling coal into some restaurant furnace to make that 53, and once I bought that car, once I sat behind that dashboard and held a perfect new steering wheel in my hand, well, that's when I knew I could make a life for my family. If I could own this car, I could make a life. Tango familia.
Thank you.
I got another set hidden in my tools.
Just promise you'll only drive in an emergency, all right?
Yeah.
I was the first in my family to get a good job with the union at a Ford's automobile factory. The way I got the job, see, was I told him I was Irish. I had to, because in those days, the most famous Italians in America were the Pope and Sacco and Vanzetti. And did they look at us and think Pope? No, Sacco and Vanzetti.
My father's folks, Nunzio and Emma, live 2 doors down, and each Sunday they also visit and share dinner. Both children of hard-working but destitute immigrants. They married at 17 and had 2 sons. My father and his brother Nick, who was killed in Korea.
The day I married North. Yeah, I'm sorry. My mother sat me down and told me something amazing. She said, Emma, just because you're his wife doesn't mean you're not as important as him. Speak up. Say how you feel. Don't become one of those women who gets lost behind their families. Ha!
So I told Ford's my name was Ian Sean O'Malley O'Brien O'Sullivan. And they gave me the job.
So while Nuns went to work, I made us a beautiful life at home.
I stood on an assembly line and put this nut in that bolt for 27 years to give my wife and my sons the life we deserved.
We struggled and made our way because we were a family. Tango familia!
Tango familia! Tango familia!
They were the loudest people I ever met.
Yoo-hoo, Nicky!
Hiya, Nicky! How you doing?
Hi, Nan. Hi, Gramps.
What a pleasure to see you on a Thursday.
I'm glad you came. I have something to tell you.
Wait, Nicky, first, I want to take a picture.
Of what?
Of you!
Why?
I've had 2 pictures left on this roll since last Easter. Stand next to your grandmother and smile.
Gramps, I got this announcement.
It's 1 picture.
Gramps.
1 picture.
All right, all right.
Fix your hair nice first.
Nan, stop.
Okay.
All right, Gramps, shoot.
But you don't look happy.
I'm not happy.
Why would I take a picture if you don't look happy?
Nuns, make me a copy. I'll pay you for it.
Okay, I got 1 more.
No, enough with the pictures. Nan, could you get back in here, please?
Oh, Nicky, that present you bought for us, the one we don't know how to use.
The answering machine.
The other one, the CPU.
VCR.
Right, we need the receipt.
It broke?
No, we just hate it.
We don't hate it! It's just too expensive! We can't enjoy it!
Why are you worried about the expense? I bought it for you.
Give us the receipt, we'll give you back the money.
I don't want the money.
It's too much to spend on us for a BCP.
It's your 60th anniversary present.
Fine, we'll keep $10.
So, Nick, guess what? Your grandmother wants to drag me again next Tuesday.
I'm sorry if I like to go places and do things. I'm a doer!
Atlantic City with the senior citizens from St. Anne's.
Gramps, what I have to say is real important.
You sit in traffic for 4 hours with a busload of 80-year-old Catholics carrying these giant bags of quarters. It's awful.
Listen to what he's complaining about. You get a free, air-conditioned bus ride, and they give you $30 free in chips.
Look, I have this announcement
You
to
know
make.
what I did last time we went up there? Walked into Donald Trump's, cashed in my $30 chips, found a $5 buffet, ate all day, and came home with a $25 profit.
I told him that money was not for him to keep. The Catholic Church gave you that money to gamble. Sunday, you put it in the poor box.
I'm not putting it in the poor box. We are poor. I'm giving it to Nikki.
We are not poor.
Why are you giving me $25?
I don't know. She won't let me keep it.
I forgot if you said cheddar or Munster, so I put on both.
How did I come from these people? My parents, maybe I can understand. But these people...
Nicholas ate Chinese food tonight.
Oh, that's not eating cancer.
Good, the world just got safer.
Look, we'll talk more about the VCR. We'll talk about the driving. I'll eat the sandwich. Can I just please say what I have to say now?
He's getting married.
I'm not getting married.
Oh, well, why not?
Look, can we save that argument for the holidays when we always have it? What I have to say is about something entirely
What
different.
about Donna?
No, we will not discuss Donna. I broke up with her 2 years ago.
I thought she broke up with you.
She did. He was dragging his feet.
Come on, please.
Oh, she had such nice hair.
I was so sure you were gonna get engaged, Nikki. Every time I went to a party, I'd take all the extra plastic knives and forks and save them for your wedding shower.
Oh, I'll get it.
No, Nan, just let the answering machine get it.
No, Nick, that machine broke.
I just got it for you. How'd it break?
I threw it out. Every time we pressed the button, someone was yelling at us.
That was people leaving messages.
Nikki, I want to see you married before I'm dead.
Tell me when you feel you're going. I'll see who I can dig up. Now.
Nicholas, it's your parents. Nicholas ate Chinese food tonight.
Nick, why your parents moved to Florida?
God only knows. They spend the first 56 years of their lives nice and close to their parents.
Who raised them?
Then, boom! Your father gets a little sinus condition. They retire early and move to Fort Lauderdale.
To live with a bunch of old people who love humidity.
Frank, come say hello.
You're a good boy, Nikki, staying near your family.
It's long distance. Talk fast.
Hi, your son said he can't drive no more. Come to the zoo, sit in my car, and pretend like it's moving.
Then your sister gets married, moves to San Diego.
Who the hell moves to San Diego?
Nan Cramps, please.
Nicholas, your mother said call after you tell us. She wants to know if we take it well.
Well, I'll find that out in just a moment. If you would just please let me say this now.
Aren't you going to sit?
No, I want to do this standing up.
Looks like he's gonna make a speech.
If he wants to make a speech, let him make a speech.
It's not a speech, can I just tell you now?
Oh, first, who's hungry?
Yeah, it's a one-sentence announcement. You don't have to cater
I
it.
got a new crumb cake
With the big crumbs?
from the A&P.
I'm in.
I just want a sliver, but a healthy sliver.
I want a really big piece.
Don't announce anything yet, Nicholas.
Nan,
Oh, Nikki, before I forget, come here. I got you a mass card.
mass card. Aren't these for sick people?
2 Thursdays from now, the 7:30 Mass at St. Anne's will be said for you.
Why?
In hopes you meet a girl to marry.
And the priest agreed to this?
Hey, go to the mass. Maybe you'll meet her there.
If you go, whatever you do, don't talk to Father Vincenzo.
Not Father Vincenzo again.
Hey, 15 years ago, him and I had a big big falling out.
About what?
I don't know. I just remember being right.
Here we are!
Thank God. Can I start now?
Oh, wait! Oh, I feel a draft.
Me too. What's open?
It's 110 degrees in here.
We're chilly.
Oh, my Lord, I forgot all about it!
Good thing you got that, Nan. For a moment, you almost let air seep into the room. All right, does everyone have their crumb cake? Is anyone disturbed by any unbearable drafts?
Make me a copy, Nuns. I'll pay you for it.
Can I just please say this now?
What's he getting so upset about?
He was always so anxious. Remember how we used to chew on his rattle?
Do not tell the rattle story now.
We're just trying to understand you better, Nikki.
Oh, and the rattle story just explains it all. I don't even know why I bother going to therapy.
What?
Nothing. I said nothing.
He said he's going to therapy.
What the hell is that? What, doctor?
Head doctor.
What? Nicholas, you're seeing a head doctor?
My God.
Look, it's no big deal. All my friends are in therapy. It's just someone to talk to.
What kind of friends do you have, Nikki?
I said it was no big deal.
Can't you just talk to us?
How? I can't even get this announcement out.
Pay this person, or is it covered with insurance?
I really don't want to talk about this right now.
Oh, I hope you don't pay this person.
For free!
A priest would too, Nikki. Should I call a priest?
She's always calling a priest.
Shut up, I'm talking to my grandson.
The other day my back hurts and I hear on the phone with the parish.
Tell us your problems right now, Nicholas.
I walk out the bathroom and see Father Finelli standing there waiting to bless my spine.
Look, I'm seeing this therapist, yes, but I won't be seeing him for much longer.
Thank God.
And that ties in with my announcement. Can I just please tell you now?
Go ahead, Nicholas. Say your announcement. We're all listening very hard.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Say it loud.
We're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let me start with this. I got offered a promotion at work.
Congratulations.
Wonderful, Nicholas.
What kind of promotion?
It's a better management position.
Tell.
I would, but I don't exactly think you'd understand. I mean, you don't really understand what it is I do now,
Just
so...
because we wouldn't understand it doesn't mean we don't want to hear about it.
Okay, well, like I said, I work in marketing, which is kind of like commercials, you know, but I don't actually make the commercials. See, how should I say? I plan overall strategy for the commercials and newspaper ads and various other types of media, such as brochures, billboards, and internal and external sales presentations. Well, with my new position, and this is exciting, I'll be in charge of developing, coordinating, and implementing all of those strategies in a top 20 market.
Well, whatever the hell it is you do, we're damn proud of you.
Very nice, Nicholas. Very nice.
Now, the thing about the job, see, is I have to move.
Out of the city, thank God.
Nicholas, you can move in with us.
No, rent or meals today.
No, the job. The job is in Seattle.
Where the hell is Seattle?
Oh, Rose Rinaldi had a beach house there, exit 94 on the Parkway.
No, house is further down by the big food town.
Oh, wait, no. I know where Seattle is. Washington. Not the close by Washington, the far away one by California. All the way by California.
Nicholas, is this true?
Look, I just got the offer this morning. My head is still swimming, but it's a promotion. And now would be the time, right? I'm young, unattached. There's nothing really to keep me here.
What about us?
I mean, yeah, except you.
Nikki?
Listen,
So, you leaving?
Gramps, I'm moving, yes.
Right. Leaving.
I already talked it over with my parents. They thought it was a terrific opportunity. Besides, I've grown up in this area. I went to college here. I've never lived anywhere else.
I've never lived anywhere else.
Look, I know this might come as a bit of a shock.
Shock? No. Why should this be a shock? First your parents moved to Fort Lauderdale, and your sister to San Diego, gets married, and has my great-grandson.
Gramps.
My great-grandson. I've lived long enough to have a great-grandson. He's 3 years old, and he's seen me exactly twice. Twice.
Gramps.
You know what that's like? I've lived long enough to have a great-grandson and doesn't even know who I am. Why I'm important to him. Why, the last time he got off the plane, he saw me standing there, my arms outstretched, and he ran away. He thought I was just another old person. Another old person who wanted to annoy him with a hug.
Nicholas, I don't know if I understand. You're just going to go?
Look, it just came up today. I just wanted to tell you first.
But your family's here, Nick.
Look, it's late. I gotta catch the next bus back.
Nicky.
I got an 8 a.m. meeting in the morning about the promotion.
We'll see you Sunday, Nicholas.
If we're still alive, God willing.
Look, we'll talk more about it then, okay? It's a wonderful opportunity.
Seattle.
He forgot a sandwich.
It's a 20-minute ride to the city. He'll make it without food.
Seattle.
Not to worry. He won't go.
You heard him. He said he wants to move away.
He didn't say he wants to move away. He said he had no reason to stay.
So?
So, we give him a reason.
I should tell him. I should tell him that the doctors did their test. And it has spread. I should tell him that if he takes the job, he says goodbye, it'll probably be the last time we see each other. No one knows yet. Not even my Emma. I'll tell her. Soon. I should tell him. Then maybe he'd stay.
Most companies have this unwritten rule. If you say no to a promotion, another one might not come around. That day, my boss had sat me down and said, "This means that we have great faith in you. This means that we could be planning something even bigger. And as any young man can tell you, the lure of a new life is as seductive as any lover." Now, the following Sunday, I returned to my grandparents for our weekly dinner, at which I expected them to be laying the guilt on something fierce. But they didn't. They did something worse.
Hiya, Nick.
Hi, Gramps. Since when do you play the mandolin?
Well, my father taught me when I was a little boy, and your grandmother found this in a garage sale. So, I went to a lesson they were having last night at the high school.
The high school? How'd you get there? You didn't drive.
I walked 45 minutes there and back in the dark. If I dropped dead, I left specific instructions to be delivered to your doorstep.
Hiya, Nikki.
Hey, Gramps. Well, what's with the jackets and ties?
What, we can't get dressed up to see our grandson?
So, I suppose my move to Seattle. You've both had time to mull it over.
Hey, Nikki, you want some nuts?
No, thanks. So, how you feeling?
Well, good, Nick. I'll have some nuts.
No, really. Listen, I mean, how you feeling about the promotion?
Oh, we're very proud.
Oh, Nicholas! You look hungry!
Man, about Seattle.
We'll be eating soon. Why don't you fix your hair a little nicer?
Hi, Nan. What is going on here? 3 days ago, I told you about my promotion, and you were all miserable. Now it's like I never
Hey,
even...
Nikki, how old are you?
What? I'm 29.
29 and no family.
You know, you're 8 years older than your Uncle Nicky ever was.
What brought that up?
Just been thinking of him lately.
Why? What, man? I combed it into an afro, man. right, what is going on with you people?
Who is this you people? We are not people. We're your family.
Look, something is going on. Everyone is being way too quiet, and what is...
Oh, I don't get it!
Why, who could that be?
Why? It's Caitlin. Oh, hey, the unmarried niece of my canasta partner, Margaret. Oh, hey,
Oh my God!
Caitlin, you're just in time for dinner. Come in. Why don't you stay?
Hi, Emma. Hi. Wow, if I knew there were so many of you, I would have brought 2 bottles of wine.
Oh, no, this is so thoughtful, Caitlin. Isn't she so thoughtful?
I can't believe you're doing this.
Caitlin, I want you to meet my beautiful grandson, Nicholas.
Stop! Caitlin. Hi, it's Nick.
Hi, Nick. It's great to meet you.
And I'm his other nanny. If you call her Emma, you can call me Ada.
Absolutely. Hello, Ada.
And I'm Nunzio.
And I'm Frank.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Nunzio and Frank.
And you seem like a girl that any young man would be lucky to have as his wife.
Oh God.
Nunzio, you're absolutely right.
Well, Caitlin, you're just in time for supper. Everything came beautiful.
Oh, wait. Before we eat, I just need to have a moment alone with Caitlin first.
It's working!
Listen, I just wanted to say, did my grandparents happen to mention that I'd be here tonight?
No, they didn't. Nope.
Well, in case you haven't figured it out yet, this is a blind setup, so feel free to run like the wind.
Nick, relax. I hate being set up too, but Emma's my friend. It's no big deal. Besides, I gotta say, the dinner smells fantastic.
That's their secret. They suck you in with the food.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna stay.
You sure? Because it's not too late to escape.
Nick, come on. Let's have a, relaxing Sunday dinner.
Caitlin, even at my most generous moments, I would not describe these people as relaxing.
Very pretty, isn't she, Nikki?
Yes.
I did good.
It's time to eat, Caitlin. You look hungry. Come.
Oh my God.
Hey, Nicholas, why don't you sit next to Caitlin?
Perfect.
Very nice.
Can we just eat now? Quickly.
Shall we say grace?
Since when do we say grace?
Shut up, we have company.
Frank, say grace.
Really? All right, everyone get ready. I'm going to say grace, all right?
Everyone quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Say grace.
All right. Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts for which we are about to receive. And please bless our lovely dinner guest and our lonely grandson. And find eternal happiness together.
Amen.
Gramps.
It's a prayer. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Before I'm dead, I want to see Nikki married.
If not, I have to go with her.
So, Caitlin, I bet you'd like a drink.
How do you mean?
Well, you're Irish.
Gramps.
The Irish like to drink. That's a secret.
Gramps, apologize now.
Actually, I don't mind having a pint or two every now and then.
You see, life is to be lived. You know, Caitlin, the Irish used to hate the Italians.
Okay, change the subject.
Okay, tell me, do you drive?
Gramps, please.
Sure. Don't you?
Oh, funny you should ask.
Stop. He's been getting into accidents lately.
I've killed hundreds of people.
Okay, here we are, Caitlin. I've made some lovely veal. Pick a piece.
Oh, no, thank you, Ada. I'll just have the vegetables.
No, have some veal. It's nice from the shop, right?
Thank you, Ada, but I'm a vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
What the hell is that?
Animal doctor!
Very nice.
So, she won't eat veal?
She fixes animals so she won't eat them. Makes sense.
No, Carrion. I don't eat meat. My job is, I'm a nurse.
She's an animal nurse?
What do animals need nurses?
Trust me on this. Don't try to correct them. Just write it out.
Well, whatever it is you do, it sounds very nice. Have some veal.
I really can't, thank you.
No? Not at all?
I'm sorry, Ada. I should have told Emma before I came.
Oh, no need to apologize. Just have some veal.
Man, the veal issue is closed. She doesn't eat veal.
But it's from the shop, right?
Man,
That's so sweet of you, Ada, but the vegetables look so delicious. Really, just an extra forkful of those would be wonderful.
The squash is beautiful from my garden.
Looks fabulous.
You can serve it to the Pope.
The Pope would eat the veal, too.
How come a pretty girl like you doesn't have a boyfriend?
Caitlin, please don't answer that.
That's okay, Nick. Well, Frank, I just like to think that I haven't met the right guy lately.
Maybe you did something with your hair.
Man,
I meant that nice. You know I meant that nice.
Caitlin, I would just like to take a moment to apologize for basically everything that's been said this afternoon.
What? We have said nothing bad, Nuns. Haven't we said anything bad?
No, we've been delightful.
Delightful.
Don't mind Nicky, Caitlin. He just gets a little excited sometimes.
That's okay. I like passionate people.
What's a nice way of saying that?
See, we ain't loud, we are passionate.
So, Nicky, Caitlin hasn't had a date in a while.
Man, that's personal information.
Actually, she's right.
You see, Nicky, we had a lovely talk about it the other day. Buy the produce at Pathmark!
Oh, what did you buy in produce?
I don't remember.
She bought peppers.
Red peppers or green?
Never buy red peppers at Pathmark.
I got into a big fight with the manager about the zucchini.
They're talking about food. Get comfortable.
Actually, A and P is the freshest zucchini. You see what I do when I'm working a lot and I don't have time to cook?
Uh-oh.
I saute a little yellow squash from the A and P and melt a very thin slice of provolone over it and top it, now, excuse me, with a dash of Parmesan. And I have it with some rye or Italian bread, preferably from Arizona's bakery. It makes for the best late night snack.
She's our dream come true!
This one's for you, Nicky! This one's for you!
The thing which irritated me the most is that she actually seemed terrific. When your grandmother sets you up, you have every right to be disappointed.
So, Nick, say something attractive to Caitlin.
Grant!
Nicky has a wonderful job,
I
Caitlin.
have no idea what the hell he does, but it's fantastic.
I'm a marketing executive.
Oh, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, actually I do. Very much.
But it's no animal, nurse.
Frank, shush the kids talk.
I'm sorry, you two. Pretend like we're not here.
Oh, like that's possible.
Now we're talking fresh.
I am not talking fresh.
Talking fresh.
Grant, quiet.
I can't be quiet. I'm passionate.
So, Caitlin, you having a nice time?
Absolutely.
Caitlin, we're so glad you came.
You should come again soon. How about next Sunday?
We eat together every Sunday. We're a family.
I have to say, it's actually rather amazing seeing you all here, because I look at Nick and I think of how many grown men actually get to have dinner with all four of their grandparents.
He's a lucky boy.
It's like hitting the lottery.
Caitlin, next time you come over, you bring your grandparents with you.
Oh, thank you, Ada, but mine have all passed on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But now you have us.
Thank you, Frank.
So, Caitlin, do you go to therapy like Nicky?
Man.
It's a shame.
Actually, we are a little ashamed.
Actually, I do go. For 2 years now, I like it.
But you seem so normal.
It's an act.
Nicky says all his friends are in therapy.
All right, are there any other personal revelations anyone would like to share about me? Bedwetting memories, anecdotes about drooling, or...
There's no reason to.
Did we tell a rattle story?
He was a nervous baby. He used to chew on his rattle.
Isn't that a great story?
He also got caught in 9th grade smoking dope.
You know, I just want to say that this is going terrifically. From now on, I'm bringing you four on all my dates.
Oh, I bet you'd all be great fun on dates. I bet you're all terrific dancers.
No. But that doesn't stop us!
Someone please pass the salt and a weapon.
And so dinner went on. A beautiful meal. We enjoyed the veal, then a fresh tomato garden salad, then ravioli with eggplants on the side, and we had coffee with ricotta cheesecake and fresh baked anisette cookies. And all through this beautiful meal, I looked at my grandson and the lovely girl sitting next to him, and I thought, yes, oh yes, he has found his reason to stay.
Everything was so delicious. Thank you, Ada.
Oh, Caitlin, tonight when you're watching TV, let me taste the veal and make you a sandwich.
Man.
No trouble, no trouble.
Man, no. Man, get back in here. I'm sorry, Caitlin. You don't have to take the veal.
What's it gonna do, kill her?
Man.
Nick, it's fine. I know that. I'll take it.
No, Caitlin, you don't have to. You're a guest.
Nick, I know.
Caitlin, we like you. We hope to see you again soon.
Oh, thank you. You're all so sweet.
We're old. We're adorable.
You we are.
Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Oh, it was lovely having you.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Caitlin, I am so sorry. I mean, deeply, deeply sorry.
Nick, there's no reason to apologize.
Look, I feel like I owe you something expensive. So, how about you let me take you to dinner? We could go to a nice vegetarian restaurant. No one would ask if you're in therapy.
Nick, I thought you didn't like blind setups.
No, I don't. I like you. And let me just say that I am really, really normal away from my family. That's right, I'm actually intelligent and somewhat charming. And I'm sensitive, but of course in a very macho sort of way. So, you falling for any of this?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe it's not bad at all. My grandmother was right, she did good.
Nick, I have a confession to make.
Oh, you've got a boyfriend. You've got a girlfriend. You're really a man. What?
I knew you'd be here today. That's the real reason I came. I've just been, I don't know, feeling a little lonely. Maybe even a little desperate. Oh God, I just said that out loud. But yeah, maybe even a little desperate. And I thought, well, since I liked your grandmother so much that maybe she's got a grandson who, well, oh God.
Ah, interesting. Well then, if I may be so bold, what did you think of him as grandson?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's just seeing you here with all of them. Well, I was thinking of my grandparents and...
Right. You said they were all gone.
Well, I did know my mom's mom, but that's not the point. It's just that, well, you spent the whole evening yelling at them.
Oh, that. Well, you know, family. It's just the way we speak to one another. I take it you and your grandmother didn't speak, so...
No, we never yelled. We used to talk.
Talk. I'll have to try that with him sometime.
Actually, she used to read to me, but not children's stories, no. You see, after my grandfather died, she used to read these wonderful books. Whenever I was about 9 years old, she read me Great Expectations.
Wait, she read you Dickens in its entirety?
It took 6 months. And you know how people read to children and put them to sleep? Not my grandmother, no. She used to read to enthrall me. And I'd hold on to her so tight, her voice just covering me like a blanket.
So, Caitlin, how about it? Dinner? Tomorrow night? You okay?
Nick, my grandmother, when I was 13, she, Nick, I can't do this with you.
What?
I mean, you seem like an okay guy. It's just, well, you were such a jerk to them.
What?
I'm sorry, Nick. Us going out, I have to go.
Caitlin! So what are you saying, that you're desperate and turning me down? Caitlin!
Well,
You know, which you had no right to do.
Nicholas, don't get upset. I'll get you a fruit bowl.
No. No food now. Everyone just sit and listen to me.
You see anyone standing?
Did any of you take into consideration how I would feel? Did any of you take into consideration how your sneaky little plan, which didn't work by the way, was infringing on my life? Hell no. And exactly what kind of plan was that? You expected us to meet and fall in love and spend the rest of our lives together?
Yes!
Well, it doesn't happen that way.
It happened to us.
That was 150 years ago. Nowadays, we do things different. We have careers and ambitions, and we only fall in love with people who we choose, who we pick, and when we're damn good and ready.
Well, that's your problem right there.
But no, you people, you just did what you wanted because you wanted me to live my life your way. You know what? Maybe I don't want to get married.
That's crazy.
I'm talking. Maybe I need to make my life something of my own doing. Maybe I need to find out what I'm about. What? You know, now I understand why my parents and Melissa really moved. Because they wanted to live without constant judgment and interference and criticism. Oh yeah, I was actually feeling guilty about wanting to go to Seattle. Feeling like maybe I shouldn't go because I'd be leaving you. Well now, no guilt. I'm home free. I'm out of here.
Nikki?
In 1 month, I'm going to get on that plane and fly to a new life and live the way I wanted to live, date the women I want to date, and I'm going to eat Chinese food if I want, and I'm going to go to therapy if I want. You know what? I might even go to therapy and eat Chinese food there. Because guess what? And this will be news to you all, but I am an adult. Yes, there is a fully functioning, grown-up man standing before you who is perfectly capable of taking care of
Oh my God, he's having a heart attack. Call an ambulance.
No, we can get him to the emergency room faster.
Nicholas! Nicholas!
Emma's at the front door. Ain't ever open the car door. Nuns, help me carry him. I'll drive. So I drove Nick to the hospital, and I didn't hit anybody or anything. And this was under great strain and stress because I thought my grandson was having a heart attack. As it turns out, he did have an attack, panic attack, we called it. The doctor said he needed to be in bed for a few days and get rid of everything in his life that was making him upset. So, we decided the only thing to do was to have him stay with us.
You know that song, Over the River and Through the Woods, to Grandmother's House we go. It's such a happy song. All those people just going to see their grandparents singing and dancing.
Nicholas! What else can I get you to eat?
Nan, you've been feeding me nonstop for 2 days now. But could you please open a window? It's really hot in here.
Well, I don't want you to feel a draft.
Nan, it's like a sauna. I keep expecting naked fat men in towels to walk by.
I'll get you a thinner blanket. Oh, and the other nanny and grandpa coming by for cannolis. And Nicholas, before they get here, Seattle, you really might not go, right?
What?
Well, I was thinking, if you were so sure you wanted to leave, you wouldn't have gotten so upset, so sick.
Wait a minute, Nan, no.
All I'm saying, Nicholas, is that maybe you're absolutely 100% sure you want to leave, but maybe at the same time, you're absolutely 100% not sure at all.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hear that one more time.
Nicholas, do you remember what you said when you got sick? When you were yelling? That your parents left because they didn't want to be around us?
God, Nan, I'm so sorry.
Nicholas, they didn't leave because they didn't want to be around us. They saw themselves getting old. They saw their lives being spent in one place. And they got afraid of becoming too much like us.
Nan, no, that's not right. They just wanted to live in sunshine.
Nicholas, people don't move away from their families because of weather. No. They got afraid. And maybe you ought to.
Nan, no, that's not right.
Oh, Nicholas, oh, break it. Give me your feet. Good. Okay. Maybe I'm all wrong, okay? Maybe I'm just all wrong. But I'm not. Yoo-hoo, Nikki.
Hiya, Nikki. You're looking good.
How are
Hi.
you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
You gave us such a fright collapsing like that.
I know, Nan.
So I got you a mascot. St. Anne's 10:30 a week from Tuesday.
They're gonna have to name this church after me soon.
Don't do that to us again, Nikki. We are old. We are the ones that are supposed to get sick, not you.
Nicholas was getting hot.
No, it's perfect in here.
Hey, everyone. I just want to say, listen, last week when I was spending those summers here, I said some things about leaving.
Nikki, you were sick then.
No one listened to a word you said.
Besides, we have the perfect way for you to relax. Come on a vacation with us. We'll pay.
I don't know, Nan.
Next month, we're going on another one of those Mario Burrito tours.
Again with the Burrito tours.
What? You had a wonderful time last year.
But you're always going somewhere. You get on the bus, then get off the bus, then take a picture. On the bus, off the bus, take a picture. On the bus, off the bus, take a picture. It's awful.
Nan, I'm supposed to be in Seattle, Nan.
Maybe he'll meet a nice girl on the tour.
On a Burrito tour, the girl's all 80 years old.
Mario Burrito is Mr. Italy.
Nan, I don't exactly think this trip is going to relax me.
Nick, you rest here a few more weeks, nice and quiet. Then you can think about the trip and Seattle some more.
So, what should we do tonight?
Just nothing that gets Nikki too excited.
Oh, Nick, let's play that game you gave us we don't understand. What's it called?
Trivial Pursuit.
That's it. You have to answer things.
No, he'll drop dead from the excitement.
Look, I'm fine. You want to play? Let's play.
Nikki, guess who I saw at the deli counter at half mark this morning? Caitlin O'Hare.
Terrific. Last time you brought her here, you almost killed the boy.
She's still very nice, Nikki, and her aunt is a wonderful canasta player.
That's exactly what I look for in a woman. Can we just play, please?
Whatever you want, Nicholas.
All right, let's see here. Teams are, how about you and me, Gramps?
All right, Nick, you roll the dice and play the game for us. We'll just hope for the answers.
All right. Let's see. You're on green, Gramps.
All right, Green.
Everyone quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone quiet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Read the question, Gramps. Science and nature.
All right. Green question. All right. What is the process by which plants form carbohydrates when they are exposed to light?
What the hell kind of question is that?
What's that?
Too hard. Give us another.
Okay.
Wait. That's the game. If you can't answer the question, you lose your
Well,
turn.
what the hell kind of question was that?
It was a science question.
It was about a plant.
Look, they're not thinking hard yet. We'll give them another just for now.
A good point. I forgot the whole not thinking hard enough factor.
Okay. Oh, here's a nice one. Who starred with Grace Kelly in High Noon?
Oh, that is a nice one.
That actor.
Right, the one with the ears.
I always liked him.
That's right.
Wait. That's the answer on the card, the one with the ears?
No, but I know who they mean.
But they have to tell you who they mean. That's the game. That's why it's fun. That's the whole point of all of this.
Louise.
Yeah. Okay. Nice and calm. We'll think of who the guy with the ears is. Okay. Come on. Who the hell's the guy with the ears?
Didn't Humphrey Bogart have ears?
He dated Lana Turner.
Right.
Stewart didn't date Lana Turner.
No?
No, Jimmy Stewart was married to the woman with the hair.
I thought that wacky guy with the nose was married to the woman with the hair.
No, that was the other woman with the hair. Jimmy Stewart was married to the woman with the hair with the face.
I thought the woman with the face was married to the guy with the face.
No, that was the guy with the feet.
Then who dated Lana Turner?
That gangster she killed. Somebody.
The daughter killed the gangster with the butcher knife.
Yes, the daughter with the butcher knife.
That's right.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's right.
What was the question again?
I remember the question, high noon.
Right, the one with the ears. Gone with the Wind. Clark Gable. Clark Gable.
Very good. Clark Gable.
Very nice.
Happy.
No, Clark Gable was not in High Noon.
Get out of here. He was.
Did you read the back of the card?
Gary Cooper.
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
When Nicholas was in the hospital, I wish there was something wrong with him. Not something terrible, God forbid, but something wrong enough so he had to stay. So he couldn't leave us. So I could take care of him. You want to help them so much, like you did when they were little. It doesn't matter how old they get, you just always want to help them.
What author was appointed U.S. ambassador to Spain in 1842?
Oh my.
Give us another.
No, wait. I know this.
You do not.
Yes, you knew that Mario Murillo dragged me to Spain. They had this little statue about the guy. I know this.
What's the answer?
Okay, who's your girlfriend who's married to the fellow that steals cars?
What?
You mean Irene?
Yes. Now, what's Irene's sister's name?
Gramps, do these questions have any vague sort of...
Shut up, just think. Okay, Irene's sister's name.
Which one?
The one who drinks.
You all drink?
The one who's got fat.
Irma.
Right, now remember when we saw Irma down by the food town when they were having that special on frozen foods? Buy two, get one free?
That was ShopRite.
No, Food Town!
ShopRite has the buy two, get one free specials. Food Town has the double coupon days.
No, Pathmark has the big fish in the window.
Gramps!
All right. What was the name? Irma. Now, remember when we saw her and we were both amazed because she wasn't drunk and the guy she was with had no teeth?
Yeah?
Now, what was that guy's name?
Something.
Yes, a Jewish name. What's the Jewish name?
Ada, who do we know that's Jewish?
I think Henny Youngman's Jewish.
We know Henny Youngman?
No, it's a name like Henny Youngman, but different. What else?
Sid Caesar!
No.
Milton Berle!
Second Green! Oh!
Gramps, you know the answer.
I'm caught up in the excitement.
Ooh, is Merv Griffin Jewish?
Wait, that's close. Irving! That's it! That's the guy she was with! Irving!
Dang!
So?
The ambassador, Washington Irving!
That's right!
Come here!
Very good!
That was the most amazing thing.
Oh, Nikki, you are laughing.
Yeah?
You've been so worried lately. I can't remember the last time I saw you laugh.
Come on.
She's right, Nick.
Wonderful, Nicholas.
We were your age, Nikki. We always laughed, all the time. We didn't have much of anything. We always laughed. We always had fun. You take things too hard, Nikki.
Leave the boy alone, Emma.
No. No, we've all been quiet, saying nothing because we don't want to upset him. But I am his nanny, and I want to tell him something. Nikki, I think you expect too much. You go looking for the perfect girl so you find no one. You spend so much time worrying about so much, your job, where you live, what it all means. You just expect too much.
Listen to your grandmother, Nick.
That's right. Because we never expected what you expected, Nikki. We were told a good life is when you find a husband, you have kids, you put food on the table, you send them to school, and you don't die doing it. That's a good life. Then we went ahead and told our kids they could have so much more. They could go to any school they want, have any job they want, be wonderful people. Maybe that's the way it should be. You always have so much more than we ever did. And we're so proud of you, Nikki. Then you gotta go to a head doctor. The family moves away from each other. We never had to do that. So did we make a better life for you? It's not a worse life. Different, maybe. Better. See, he didn't have an attack.
Enough with the game. Who's hungry?
I need some Danish.
Wait, I want to tell a story.
Okay, let me just get the Danish.
This story is so good you won't even need food.
There is no such thing.
What story are you talking about?
The story of how I won you.
Stop! No one wants to hear that.
No, tell
They've
it.
heard it.
But he always changes it. Tell us, Nuts.
You want to hear it, Nikki?
As long as it won't get me too excited.
Okay. Now, your grandmother lived in this 4th floor walk-up not far from here. Every night, I climb over her fence, sneak into her backyard, and serenade her.
This is not true.
Would you let me tell my story?
The story is right. I never met him. His father dragged him to my house. My father talked to his. Both fathers decided we were getting married.
It happened 60 years ago. Can I just tell it the way I like it? All right. Now, the first time I saw her was on a street corner. Yes, it was a beautiful day. Beautiful sunshine. And she was waiting for a bus.
I was the most gorgeous, eligible, popular girl in the entire neighborhood.
What?
If you're telling the story the way you want, I'm telling it the way I want.
All right. The first time I saw your grandmother, there was something about her. She was smiling. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. She was so beautiful you could drink her from a glass.
I was wrong. Every word of this is true.
Naturally, I couldn't speak to her. I just watched her get on a bus. Then I waited there until a bus returned her to that very spot. And as she strolled home, I followed her and stood beneath her window. I did this every night for a month. Every night for a month, I sang her this one song. Quando sponta la luna mare chiare, vorrei licenze fanno l'amore.
Wait, let me get my mandolin.
L'odore del mare che la priesa cade l'oculore. Quando sponta la luna mare chiare. When she finally came down, I was still too nervous to say words to her, so I just kept on singing. Quando sponta la luna mare chiare, vorrei licenze fanno l'amore. Se le vota non del mare.
Whenever I see an old black and white movie, I can't help but think that that's what things were like in my grandparents' day. That they lived these very black and white lives, and that they were all very serious, very earnest, rather joyless. But sometimes, not very often, but definitely sometimes, they'd give me a glimpse into what they were really like, and suddenly their past would be splashed with color. I'd get a peek at them when they were young and sexual, and had their whole lives laid out before them.
Nicholas, I need a partner!
Everybody now! Quando sponta la luna mare chiare, vorrei licenze fanno l'amore. Quando sponta la luna mare chiare, vorrei licenze fanno l'amore. Quando sponta la luna mare chiare, vorrei licenze fanno l'amore.
Oh, who's hungry?
What say you and me going home now?
Nikki, you mind if we leave you our
Rita, Frank, see you tomorrow. Grab your purse.
Well, I should clean up. Thank you.
You feeling better, Nick?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. You know, it's funny. I can't remember the last time I've seen you all like that.
'Cause you're never here, Nick.
What are you talking about? I'm here every Sunday.
Here. Every Sunday. Like a habit. Like going to church. You were never here, Nick.
Hey, Grant, how about another story?
I can't tell stories like nuns.
No, I mean one that's true, all true. Tell me what it was like to leave your family.
Well, why do you want to know that, Nick?
He was a fisherman, right? Why did he make you go?
You know the problem with old stories, Nick? You tell them, realize people don't change. People do the same thing over and over again. Why? When I was a little boy, every Christmas morning, on the cobblestones in town, there would appear this sea of vendors. Their carts covered with toys. And what I remember most is the colors. Bright reds and blues and oranges, like a rainbow of toys. Oh, and my father would carry me in his arms, and we'd go to the first cart, and he'd point to some tiny dark toy. Well, I'd point to the biggest and the most colorful. And he'd shake his head no. We'd move on to the next. And I'd see another beautiful toy. And he'd shake his head again. And we'd do that again and again until we'd gone to each cart, and he'd buy me some little gray toy I barely wanted. Oh, and I'd start crying, and he'd carry me back into our house. I always resented him for that. Hated him for that. And when I was 14, my father put me on a boat to America and said, "Goodbye. That's where you're going to live now." I was 14. I hated him for that, too. A couple of years later, got tangled in a fishing net that was being thrown in the water. His head hit the side of the boat, and they never found him. 8 years from the day my father sent me away, I returned to my hometown so my mother and sisters could meet my new family. It was during the holidays, and on Christmas morning, I took their mother in my arms and carried her outside, and there they were. All the vendors, like they never even left. Their carts covered in blue and red and beautiful toys. And your mother pointed to the brightest and the prettiest, and anyone she'd point at, I bought for her. And when we came back in, arms full with this rainbow of toys, my mother took one look at me and said, "That's what your father wished she could do. We barely have enough to buy food on Christmas. That's why he had to send you away. So you could make for yourself a life he could never give you." I always thought my father was a bastard who wouldn't give me anything. Turns out, he was giving me only fair. You are going away, aren't you, Nicholas?
There's a moment when I wake up when I don't remember I'm sick. It lasts only a few seconds, but it's like a little gift at the start of each day. That night, I told my Emma. And the first time I cried about it was when she began to cry. It would be so selfish for me to tell her. So selfish. But when you get to be my age, you realize that what matters is family. What matters is family. And what's in Seattle? Just some job.
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Me? Fine.
Can I,
Oh, right. Come on in. See, I'm wearing my grandfather's pajamas, but sure.
Nick, I ran into Emma the other day.
Right, at Pathmark, or Food Town. No, Pathmark's the one with the big fish in the window, right? I've been here too long.
Well, she said that after I left, you collapsed.
Yeah, that's true. Boy, that's difficult to explain.
She said you had a panic attack because I rejected you.
I love that woman.
I really hope it wasn't because of me, Nick.
No.
Because when guys ask me out, I usually don't call them a jerk.
Good. You probably get more dates that way.
Cake? Oh, what a wonderful surprise. You look hungry.
She has this remarkable sense.
I'll just fix you something.
Oh, no, Anna. I just came by to see how Nick was doing.
Oh, he's much better. He just gets nervous.
I used to chew on my rattle.
I'll just fix you a little something.
No trouble.
You have 3 minutes before she comes back with a fully dressed 12-pound butterball turkey.
I really am sorry about the other day, Nick. You didn't deserve what I said. It's just that, well, you see, when I was 13 and my grandmother was in the midst of reading me The Old Man and the Sea, well, some days she'd read with such excitement and joy, and other days she wouldn't even let me in the door because she didn't think she knew me. She'd stand there in a panic, screaming at me to leave her alone, her eyes darting back and forth.
I'm sorry.
And that look in her eyes still haunts me. I'm sorry too, Nick. I should have told you that the other day.
I don't know what it was. Maybe the way the light was hitting her face, or the way she was sitting, or maybe it was the fact that a woman who had rejected me came back to apologize. I don't know. In that moment, she struck me as the most beautiful, intelligent woman on the planet. And I wanted her to like me so much. And for a moment, I had a horrible thought. Could my grandmother actually be right? Do I not really want to move? Could all I need to be happy is the right woman? Oh my God.
So, Emma said you might be moving to Seattle soon. She said you had a job offer.
A promotion, actually. A terrific one.
Great. You know anyone there?
No, just the promotion.
Well, then.
Yeah.
Well, I better get going, Nick. You know, I'm on shift in half an hour, and there are sick animals who still need nursing. So, yes.
I'd still like to... Listen, I know you already said no, but I'd still like to take you out. You know, a real date, no relatives.
But you're leaving for Seattle.
I've been thinking about not going. I maybe should stay. don't know.
Well, what happens if we go out and we find out we like each other and then you decide to move?
I don't know.
I really have to go, Nick. The date offer was nice, but I don't know. I just sit there the whole time hoping I didn't like you, and that's just too weird. Okay, take care of yourself.
Quando sponta la luna marita, le pisce fanno l'amore.
Excuse me?
That song worked. It's golden.
Wow! All right. Wow, okay. If you decide not to go to Seattle, all right, call me. A date with no relatives, you're on. But if you decide to go, then go. Start over. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish. You know, when I didn't immediately just agree to go out with you just now, it was probably one of the most mature decisions I've ever made. Here we are!
You and I have been together for 55 years. Close your eyes and imagine that. 55 years. That's what Nicky doesn't understand. By staying away from his family, by staying away from marriage, he missed that. He'll never know what that's like. How love can deepen to places you've never imagined. 55 years.
Notice? How about another pillow?
No, I'm fine.
Let me just get you another.
Stop. I'm fine. There you are, starving.
God! Nicholas, why are you so late?
God forbid I thought you had another attack on the bus.
Good thing I was here to entertain the crowd for you, Nick.
Sorry, I had a special session with my head doctor this morning. We have lots to talk about.
Did you talk about your panic attack?
Yes?
And what did he tell you?
To calm down.
And for that, you paid him money.
Enough. Dinner's waiting. Everything came beautiful.
Wait, before we eat, I have something to say.
Talk and eat, you're late. Mangiamo.
No, it's important. It's about Seattle.
Go ahead, Nicky.
Listen, when I was spending those days here, that was a real special time for me. It just seemed like we all talked a little more than maybe we ever had. Like I don't know, maybe we connected a little better. I'm not sure.
It was beautiful to have you here, Nicholas.
And I'm getting older, and so are you. And I'd really like for us to spend some more time together like that.
Nicky, you are staying?
I'd really like for us to spend some more time together like that in the next few weeks. I am taking the promotion. I leave in a month.
Nicky.
It's not a terrible plane ride, you know? You can all come visit all you want. This promotion, it's too good. I've worked so hard for it. It could be the start of something so exciting for... I just would appreciate it If you could all understand.
No. No, I don't understand, Nicholas. I don't.
Nan.
How can you, Nicholas? We're here, Nicholas. Everything is here. How can you just leave your family like that? Why does everyone get so afraid? How can you, Nicholas? Aren't we worth staying for? How can you leave? How can you just leave? How can you just leave?
Nan. Gramps, you know the last thing I would ever want to do is hurt Nan or you.
What do you mean to say now, Nick, huh? Stay. Please don't leave us. Go. You have my blessing. I can't say any of that, Nick. I can't. Because no matter what I say, what any of us say, you're going to leave us. Everybody goes. I wish I could be more like my father. I wish I could stand on the shore and watch you sail away and know it's for the best. But I can't, Nicholas. I can't. I've worked my entire life so my family. I'm not good at saying things, Nick. I just don't want you to go. Nuns. Your grandmother has made for us a beautiful meal. Not young.
Nikki, your grandfather has something he has to tell you.
Emma.
He has to tell you.
What? What is it, Gramps? Is it something I should... Gramps, is something wrong?
But I have to tell you, Nikki. But I have to say. Nikki, remember when I said I've been thinking of your Uncle Nikki lately?
Yes?
Well, I've been thinking of him. I've been thinking of when we had to say goodbye. Strange, you know. Would have been in his 50s by now. I can only think of him as young. I always think I should be able to picture him older, living the life he should have lived. All I can see is this young, perfect man, waving goodbye in his uniform. And I knew how dangerous Korea was. Well, I knew that. Still, I stood there and waved back. But inside, I was hoping there was something I could say or do. Anything at all, that would have made him want to stay. There was nothing, Nikki. Nothing. And now you're leaving. I want you to tell me something. I want you to tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
I will.
Okay, then. Right before you had your attack that day, you were saying something. It had to do with you needed to figure out what you were about or something.
Gramps, I was upset then. I didn't mean what I said.
Nikki. One thing I've learned. When people are upset, that's when they mean what they say. What did you mean by that? Tell me, Nicholas.
I don't know, Gramps. I guess my whole life has been spent here with you, and it's all so wonderful, and I am so very grateful for that. But I just don't need it anymore. And I'm sorry if that sounds awful, but I just don't. I said that I needed to make my life something of my own doing. And there's an opportunity for me in Seattle, a chance to give myself more. I'm sorry if that sounds selfish or ungrateful or...
So Seattle, then. This is not just about a job. This is something that you feel you have to do to make your life, to be happy.
Yes, Gramps, and I'm sorry.
And you know this. You know this as much as you know anything else.
Absolutely. Gramps,
Okay, then. Okay.
Gramps, what you had to tell me.
No, it's nothing.
But you said...
What I had to tell you, Nicholas, is that I'll always be there with you. So you be good.
Mom, you have to tell me.
He has to, sweetheart. He has to. I know. You know all that.
Nikki.
Nan,
Dinner came beautiful. Andiamo.
Nan, is there something...
Nikki. I just really thought you had a chance with Kate. I really did.
With all the hassles that changing both jobs and cities bring, I had little time to spend with my grandparents those final few weeks. And that last Sunday seemed to arrive so quickly. I wish I knew what the formula was. How much do you owe those who care for you? How can you repay someone for their devotion? Can it ever be enough?
Nikki, I hope you noticed, but today we turned on the air conditioner in your honor.
Yeah, I thought I could breathe.
It was a beautiful meal, wasn't it, Nicholas?
Stunning,
You
man.
made all your favorites. Gnocchi, veal parmesan, tiramisu, biscotti. You're not going to get a meal like that in Seattle, Nikki.
I know that, Nan. Nan, I'm sorry, Nan,
For what?
for leaving and for, well, I don't know.
Honey, no, you're not sorry.
No, Nan, I am.
You're not. Maybe you feel bad for us because you love us, but you're not sorry. And I think that's good. You have a wonderful life ahead of you in Seattle. Why waste time being sorry? If I was sorry for every sad thing in my life, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed anymore. One thing I know for sure, Nikki. You can't keep the people you love most forever. You can pray and you can scream and you can cry, but you can't keep them forever. Funny, you know. I never thought you looked like your Uncle Nicky much. You were named for him, but I could never see him in you. Now I look at you, and you look exactly like him. Just try to be happy, Nicky. Okay, there's nothing for you to be sorry about. Okay?
Nicholas, did your grandfather tell you?
What?
He's selling the car!
No, he didn't mention.
He tried driving to his mandolin lesson the other night, and he dented the back fender. Guess how? Pulling out the garage! Didn't even make it to the street. Thank God no one was killed.
Nikki, before I forget, I got you another mascot.
I wouldn't have left town without one, man. Oh, Gramps, man just told me. You're selling the car?
I'm bored with driving.
That's terrific. I would have been worried about you.
Don't you ever worry about me.
Well, the taxi should be here any minute.
Nicholas, for the plane trip, I made you a lasagna.
Man, you can't take lasagna on a plane.
Why not?
It just seems like one of those things you can't do.
Fine, I'll mail it to you.
You're gonna put a lasagna in the mail?
I just mailed your sister 12 pounds of fettuccine Alfredo.
All right. All right. Listen, I'm gonna see you all soon. Real soon. So, no goodbyes. Okay? No goodbyes.
Bye, Nikki.
Gramps.
I forgot the rules. Bye, Nick.
Gramps, come on.
Tango familia. Tango familia. You know what that means? Go.
Call us when you play, Lance.
But don't spend any money.
Let the phone ring twice.
Listen, I hope you all know. You're all really something. And I have to do this. I have to.
I love you, Nicholas. Who's hungry?
He's gone. How are you eating the food now? Maybe just some provolone. Everybody goes.
I caught my flight, and 6 hours later, I was in Seattle, my new home. And 2 days later, I received a 15-pound lasagna in the mail. My new job, loved it. More responsibility, more challenging. And within a month, I started dating this account executive from my office, Teresa, who I immediately knew was pretty special. 2 months later, I flew back to my grandparents to attend the funeral of my grandfather, Nunzio. He died of prostate cancer, which had spread to his liver and kidneys. My grandmother told me that they had known about it before I moved. They thought it wasn't right to burden me with it. Burden me? How could they not have said anything? Anything at all? If any one of them did, no question, I would have stayed.
Couple of years after Nicholas left. My Frank, my baby, passed on. And Emma and I shared dinner every day for nearly a year after that, until she too suffered a severe stroke. God rest them. I still make 2 meals a day for myself, and I fix something a little special on Sundays. Then I still see my Nicholas. Because of his job, he flies to New York often, and he always pays his grandmother a visit.
Nan, it's me.
Nicholas!
How are you, Nan? God, it's hot in here.
You look hungry. Let me put the ravioli in the water.
I'm sorry, Nan. The conference ran long. I've just got to catch this flight really quick.
Oh, the water's boiling. It'll just take a second.
No, Nan. Let's not eat. Let's just sit and talk. I've got something to tell you.
The ravioli looks beautiful.
Man, I'm moving.
Oh, Nicholas. Back home?
To Portland. I got another job, a vice president, a wonderful promotion.
Teresa's going with you.
No, she's got to stay in Seattle for now.
But you're engaged.
Right. Well, we'll fly back and forth on the weekends, Nan. See, it's called a commuter relationship. It's very modern, very annoying. Nan, I had this idea. Move with me to Portland. It's actually a beautiful city.
Nicholas.
Your whole life has been spent here, Nan, taking care of Gramps all the time. I would love to take you to Portland. I could take you out to eat every night if you wanted. There's no one here for you anymore, Nan.
Nicholas, do you know where I always wanted to go for years and years? Atlantic City. That's right. Nones and Emma would always come back with such stories. But your grandfather, he would have no part in such a fancy place. But one day, I put him a plate in the icebox and I went. And you know what? I didn't like it. No. The whole time I was there, I was wishing I was back home, taking care of your grandfather. I had to take care of him, Nicholas. He needed me to. So much. How many people can get to be my age and say that? When someone needed them that much. I can say that, Nicholas. I can't go. Not from here. Your grandfather, he built this house for me. How can I go? Stay for dinner, please.
Okay. Okay. Not long after, I achieved what my grandparents considered the greatest accomplishment known to man. I married Tango Familia. And now, when Teresa and I sit home in Portland, awaiting the birth of our first child, my mind often wanders back to those final few weeks I spent with my grandparents. And I wish I could neatly sum up who they were and how they fit into the puzzle of my life, but instead what was most clear to me is that my grandparents worked every day of their lives to ensure that their family was more educated and successful than them. But what they didn't foresee is that they would elevate me to a life so far removed from their own that they would never quite be able to comprehend who I had become or how I would continue their legacy. When I looked back at them, I too saw only a vague reflection of myself. Still, they let me go, they got me to laugh, and to this day, I get great food in the mail.